internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. Something very fishy is going on behind the scenes. And all we could do right now is speculate of this Bitcoin whale that moved over $8 billion worth of Bitcoin. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below of who you think it is. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, it's somebody that previously worked for Ripple. And in my opinion, I think it is Arthur Britto. Folks, Arthur Britto came back out of nowhere after 12 years, after 14 years, breaks his silence on Twitter, June 23rd, with the speechless face. The only tweet that he has ever made. Nobody knows who this man looks like. So we think so far. He could be hidden in plain sight. But what's even more ironic is a couple months before he came out, David Schwartz made a tweet saying, I happened to run into a Bitcoin OG just a few weeks ago, and we started talking about Roger Ver. I won't mention who, but they can out themselves in this thread if they want to. So he is a very powerful individual that was a part of Bitcoin. Okay. And the fact that this Bitcoin was moved, okay, here we have July 4th, 10,000 Bitcoin. This is just one of it, one of the transactions. If we go on Whale Watcher, all of them, dormant account for 14 years. Originally spent $34,000. That's the value, okay? Dormant since 2011. What's crazy of this is the timing. The timing of this is extremely ironic. So what happened here is on May the 3rd, 2011, this individual, or maybe a group of entity, moved various, 10,000 Bitcoin, 10,000 Bitcoin, 10,000 Bitcoin, 10,000 Bitcoin to different wallets. The key important thing here is the date, which is May 3rd, 2011. And if you guys know the history of the XRP ledger, it was to always create and provide a better alternative to Bitcoin. Bitcoin 2.0 with regulated entities on board with trillions in liquidity. Arthur Britto, David Schwartz, Jet McCaleb. If it's not Arthur Britto, it's David Schwartz Bitcoin, or it's Jet McCaleb, or it's all of theirs combined. We don't know, but this is crazy. If we go into the Bitcoin forum back in 2011, May 27th is when they first start kicking things off. So I've been thinking, Bitcoin mining seems like such an unfortunate side effect of the system since it is so wasteful. It will be a bit obscene how much will be spent mining if the network ever gets large. It would be cool to come up with a Bitcoin that doesn't need miners. And then boom, your XRP was born. May 27, 2011, the Bitcoins were put to rest. May 3rd, 2011. May 3rd, 2011. Ladies and gentlemen, this is David Schwartz, Arthur Britto, or Jed. But in my opinion, I'm going to cross off Jed and I'm going to just say it's Arthur Britto. This is absolutely nuts. And you're probably wondering, why is this important for XRP? Well, here's the thing. If this is the first video you're watching on my channel, go educate yourself on the value and how value increases for XRP over time. The fact that they're moving this Bitcoin now only means something big is about to happen in general for this whole market. This has been sitting here, folks, for 14 years. 14 years. I'll tell you one thing right now. If you're holding $33,000 worth of XRP right now, in 14 years, okay, in 14 years, I'm going to give you a conservative thing. If you never want to touch that thing, and I think $30,000 worth of XRP is about just over 10,000 XRP. If you never want to touch that thing and let it ride for 10 years, dude, that thing going over $6 million is certain. Remember, once XRP gets going, you're not going to stop this. And the valuation in 10 years, if that were to happen, would be approximately over $550. Okay, so maybe around $589 if you want to hold it for 14 years. I'm saying 10 years. Regardless of that, expect the unexpected. Everybody's going to be happy with $100 XRP. But if you want to hold on to that XRP like they did, right, with their Bitcoin worth $30,000 back in 2011, and now worth $1 billion. Can you imagine that? $30,000. For every $30,000 you put in, you get $1 billion. That's a game of patience. That's a game of patience. Everybody will be rewarded very handsomely, given that they have studied XRP. And Arthur Brito, Ripple, something huge is coming. And let me know what you guys think in the comments down below of who you think it is, and we'll be back with another video.
They told us dream small, but we had the stars in mind. While they chased hype, we studied time. In the noise we found the signal. Brad knew just what to do. Now XRP hums like jazz, running smooth and true. Money's changing, systems bend, ripple flow into the end. Truth is quiet, bold and deep. We salute the ones who lose no sleep. Salute to the minds that built this chain. Salute, salute, through the trials, through the pain. Salute, salute, to the calm, to the wise. Salute, 100 in our eyes. Bitcoin maxis yell on stage, stuck in loops they call belief, while XRPL just clears the way. No delay, no grief. They hoard coins like dusty gold, but we got utility in every fold. The future ain't loud, it's steady breathing. Real ones know what's worth believing. It ain't hype, it's code and soul. We salute the ones who see the whole. Salute to the builders, to the flow. Salute, salute, where the real ones choose to go. Salute, salute, to the heart, to the plan. Salute, XRP will lead the land. Value don't lie, and truth don't shake. Let the whole world break, we remake. Strategic reserve, written in stars. XRP gonna take us far. So here's to the signal, clear and bright. To the dreamers who held on tight. No matter the storm, no matter the fight. Salute, we rise with the light.
eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.